Multi Retro Man presents.
Hello everybody, right now quite a while ago I've got an Acer 7750G laptop. I've had it quite a long time and it's been running Windows 7 now. I did try and upgrade it to Windows 10 quite a while ago and I ended up with flickering lines appearing on the screen, which is really annoying and you can't really use it very well. So it would case of like you move the cursor over an Internet Explorer screen or something like that and you just see these like random lines appearing all over the different parts of the screen and disappearing quickly, and various bits and bobs. There was various issues, but I've actually worked out how to fix it. First of all, you have to uninstall all the drivers completely off. But that doesn't fix it. This program does, and I'll go and show you what it is. So anybody else that's got an Acer 7750G, or basically, I think it should work with most graphics cards, but especially on this particular laptop because the screen resolution's I think 1600 by 900 or something. But I'll show you in a bit anyway. Here you go. Right, I've downloaded a program. It's called CRU, which I've forgotten what it actually stands for, but when you run it, I mean, I'm not going to do anything else to this one, but what you do, run it, and then you've got various options. Now, normally, this bit here comes up as 60 Hertz, which is what part of the problem is, because it's trying to run at 60 Hertz. For some reason, it causes a little conflicts within Windows 10 and this particular laptop and stroke graphics card. So, what you do is you can either edit that particular one, or add, like I've done, I've just added it and delete. So I've put it as 64 Hertz, just to show you what it looks like. There you go, you see, so it comes up as normal. I left it everything as it was, virtual and everything else. And at the bottom, refresh rate, 64. So I just typed in 64 in there. And then, obviously, you click on OK. I mean, don't worry, I've done this before, so I'm not changing anything else. And then what you do is click on OK to that one. And then what you then do is choose the option Restart 64, because the version of Windows on this one is a 64-bit version. So I chose Restart 64. So now, when you go into the display settings, I think it is, and you scroll down, apologies for this, but I'm holding the camera as it is, and advanced display settings there. And you can see on there, it now says refresh rate 64 Hertz. Just gone and looked on the AMD Catalyst Control Center, and the refresh rate, obviously you can see there, 64. I never thought to check that thing, but it is actually saying high 32-bit color quality. So I'm really pleased with that. So I think I shall be leaving that Windows 10 on this laptop now for quite a while. I might need to do a restart of the machine though to make sure it still works properly, because you know I'm worried that it'll change it back, but it shouldn't. Fingers crossed it shouldn't do. Okay, I've just rebooted the laptop because the start menu wouldn't appear now. I don't know if it's because I've changed the password to a PIN. I mean, I'm presuming it might be. So let's have a look, make sure that the start menu comes up. Oh, it's loading up, so. Okay, there we go. So that's a good sign. The start menu's reappeared. Touchwood, no flickering so far. And right click on the desktop if it's doing what it's going to do. It's taking its time to load up because it's an old laptop. I think it's only running at a 5200 speed hard drive as well, so that doesn't help. I'm considering getting an SSD drive for it. I need to check what size it is actually though, the actual hard drive in it now. So I'm just a bit worried that SSD drives, this sort of like general lifespan's about 3 years, so that's not really very good. Well, it is, but for me, what I want probably something that lasts a bit longer than that. But and I apologise, I'm a bit met up with cold at the moment, so that's why I'm a bit bunged up. Now that's not good. That doesn't look good. MS settings page file doesn't have an app associated with it, so I'll have to have a look into that. Must have been a little glitch. I think it must be because it's loading up. I'm probably trying to do things for it too quickly before it's even started. So I'm just checking on this advanced, hoping that it still stays at 64 Hertz. Yes, it has. So that is good. So I'm quite happy with that now. I think that is working as it should do. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about at the moment, I was saying the other, the audio service is not running. I'm not quite sure why. Problems. Oh, there we go. It's back on now. So it has just appeared. So it's just a loading issue with this laptop. All the lights are on. So everything's hunky dory. So I'm really pleased. Like I said, the thing I'd seen was when you take the drivers off, if you look at the normal default Windows thing that doesn't flicker, that's running at 64 Hertz, which gave me the idea to use 64 Hertz because somebody on the internet on a website said 65. But I tried 65 Hertz and it basically just locked the screen up completely. It just froze. So I ended up rebooting the computer to turn it off and back on again with a power button and holding the power button down and then letting it reboot, and then all was okay afterwards. So that's good. One other thing you might find is that the laptop, especially the older ones, might not recognise a 5G connection if you've got one. So what I've done is I got this off eBay. Just a dual band USB adapter. Comes with an install disc. So install that, and then there's an option that appears somewhere on there. You can allow you to connect to the other network. I've installed it and clicked it, and there we go. It's sorted. For some reason, it started locking up.
It's gonna burn out. Just for it.
Okay, what's the reason for this, you might be asking? Well, my Dell Alienware laptop shows reds really, really clearly. This laptop didn't, so I went onto the options and display colour in the graphics options and changed the settings as such. This makes the red stand out a lot more, so it increases the vibrance of the screen. Really nice. Also, make sure that the extended display identification data is enabled, or EDID as it's normally called. One other thing you might have on this, well, basically with any Windows, really, Windows 10, is that if you've got, say, an application, you put it to full screen mode, sometimes the taskbar doesn't disappear. It sort of remains in the foreground like it is here. To get around this, what you have to do is this. In the search bar, type in task for Task Manager, and then when you see it there, select it, and then you will see various options appear on here. Now, under the apps option, you see there Windows Explorer. Right click on that and choose Restart. And then what it will do, it will restart the whole, it will just clear the screen, and then it will then redisplay all this lot. And then when you start using your things in full screen, then that should make the taskbar disappear as it should do as normal. Thanks very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because I'd like to do some live things at some point, and I need 1,000 subscribers, so that would be great. What do you think? Yes, I agree.